Ayan na. Naka-second COMELEC debate at may nag-absent na naman. Perfect! Non-attendance. Ibang klase. Valedictorian kasi daw yung absent parate. Kaya hindi na kailangan mag-attend. Yung pag-awayan na lang daw yung second place. Tanong naman, nag-graduate ba yun? Kaya pala yan. Okay, daming pera, di pa na. Okay, balikan natin ang ngayon. At saka, andyan ba si Mr. GMRC na hindi pa rin sumasagot, di ba? Doon sa mga basic tanong natin, medyo mataas ang level masyado po silang GMRC level, kaya hindi na sumagot. Ayan na, so, meron tayong second debate na nangyari. Andyan yung mga real opposition, yung mga kunyaring opposition, yung mga kunyaring mag-unify tayo mamaya opposition, meron pa yung anti-vaxxer na doktor daw. Ay, ibang klase ibang klase po. Tapos, alam na, of course, absentee na naman yung isa. Siyempre, may time pag mga deep probe, mga good Machiavelli, wax, philosophical, mga ganon, laugh, time with the professor, mga ganon, may time pag ganon, pag mga ganon style. Pero yung talagang debate ng mga legit journalists nandyan, medyo legit na yung mga panelists, medyo legit yung questions, medyo hindi yung good Machiavelli time, yung mga ganon, ayan po, may walang time talaga eh. Busy daw. So, ganun na po ang ating demokrasya. At of course, i-defend yan ng mga supporters. Of course, dapat talaga mayroon siyang karapatan. Bakit pa tayo magja-job interview? Bakit pa tayo mag-aral? Wag na, diretsyo na, ibigay na lahat, ganun lang man sa atin eh. Kasi daw, yung daddy niya, napakagaling, kaya automatic na dapat, di ba? Siyempre, ganun daw ang republics ngayon. Medyo hereditary na ang power. So, kung magaling daw yung tatay or gano'n, diretso na yung anak. Ganun na ngayon. Ito na talagang postmodern. Postmodern na po tayo. What is standard? What is debate? What is reason? What is good, bad Machiavelli? There's good Machiavelli daw, diba? What is objectivity? What is debate? Ano yun? Huwag na tayo dyan. TikTok lang tayo. Vlogger lang tayo. Ganun lang tayo ngayon. Facts. What's that? Kaya tayo pinagtatawanan abroad eh. Yung mga headlines. My goodness, yung sa Hong Kong. Yung mga, pag discuss yung politika natin, ayoko na magpa-interview. Ang dami ng mga request sa atin na magbigay ng mga talks, mga ganun. Anong i-explain natin dyan? Antmano, talano, absentimano. I mean like, wala. Ito na talaga. Ito na. Kaya honestly inatupag talaga natin yung yung Hungarian elections actually kahapon, to be honest, mas fina-follow ko yan. At alam niyo naman, pag Sabbath day, hindi ako nagka-political commentary as much as possible. Very rarely, no? So, kaya hindi tayo meta alive or something like that. We observe our Sabbath day. Make sure para to give one day to your relationship to God and also for some spiritual renewal. Lalong-lalo na kung ganyan ang politika natin, kailangan talaga natin ng spiritual strength, no? Kaya yon. So yon, sabi ko, balikan natin itong debate. To be honest, sabi ko, yung Hungarian elections ay may interesado ako. Bakit kamo? One reason is, of course, may tatay din sila, yung original tatay ay si Viktor Orban na pro-Putin, Putin lover. Ayusin natin to, baka mahulog na naman. Ito na naman tayo. At in fairness naman kay yung tatay ng Hungary, hindi lang bara-bara, hindi lang absent parate, pero very systematic yung leadership niya. So, I think if you want to understand one possibility for the future of the Philippines, kung sakali may isang manalo dyan, is to look at Hungary. Now, which on paper is supposed to be a democracy. On paper, they have elections. On paper, right, they are a member of the European Union, etc. Pero in reality, pag titignan mo yung Hungary, very interesting setup. So, doon sa Hungary, the media landscape is dominated by the state and yung mga oligarchies na pro-administration. Ay, alam na this, yung mga ganyan style. And then heavily gerrymandered kasi parliamentary system sila. But so what? Less gerrymander. So heavily gerrymandered yung mga districts. So yung mga yung mga liberal, pinklawan, mga ganun nila, nilagay nila lahat sa maliliit na districts. And then yung mga, andun yung mga unity, mga pinalaki yung mga, yung mga, pinadami yung district representation. So even if the opposition wins more popular votes, if they're concentrated in few districts, they get fewer representations sa parliament. Kaya ngayon, yung nangyari actually sa Hungary is, medyo tight yung race if you look at just raw numbers. Pero pagdating sa representation, dahil first past the post, tapos heavily gerrymandered, so even if similar or medyo malapit yung panalo ng opposition sa numbers ng votes and popular votes, etc., because of the heavily skewed electoral landscape, ang baba ng representation ng opposition. Kaya nag-majority ulit si Orban at tuwan-tuwa si Orban at kahit daw the moon sees their victory. So ibang level daw, ganyan kayabang yung level. But actually, the opposition was able to close, to make the fight actually very competitive. And one thing they did was to unify. They had adults in Hungary. They had adults in Hungary who actually unified around a single opposition movement or coalition called United for Hungary. Andyan po, socialists, liberals, Greens, ayan po, maretag na lahat yan. Pati conservatives na iba na ayaw kay Orban, na gusto nila more democratic setup, ay sumali dun sa coalition. At pumili sila ng isang yorme nila na medyo parang hindi malayo sa yorme natin, na medyo dynamic, nanalo dun sa isang stronghold ng Fidesz party ni Orban, but medyo nagkalat siya ng konti dun sa mga messaging discipline and all. But he was doing well initially, and the opposition was able to close the gap a bit. Now, the interesting thing is actually na inspire ang Hungary, yung united opposition. Let me emphasize, united opposition under a single ticket standard bearer. Andyan po, liberal, socialist, Greens, conservatives, nagsama po lahat. May adult po sila dyan sa Hungary who put people together. Hindi na kailangan mag-GMRC, hindi na kailangan mag-trash talk, ganon. May adults talaga sila doon who actually work around a single candidate, a single platform, and actually, the reason why this happened in Hungary is because they were inspired by what happened in Czech Republic. Because last year po, nanalo yung united opposition sa Czech Republic dahil nga the same thing happened. Nagsama-sama po yung mga ibang groups, they work together. So actually, this is what I've been talking about. So last year, nagsama yung mga Czech opposition, so tinalo nila yung tatay nila, si Andrej Babis. According to the New York Times, the opposition groups were able to put ideological differences aside and join together to drive out a leader they fear has eroded the country's democracy. Hello? Yung mga opposition natin dyan. Nako po, yan ang problema natin eh. Yan ang problema natin. Where are the adults? GMRC pang nalaman yung iba dyan. Diba? Dun sa kanila, my goodness, months before the elections, nag-unify na sila kahit malayong ideological differences nila. Kahit malayo yung mga, yung background nila, nagsama sila in the interest of the country. So, United for Hungary. No, and had they not faced such an unfair electoral landscape, had the Tatay of Hungary not dominated the entire media landscape and all, and had their standard bearer a little bit had more discipline in terms of campaign messaging, they could have beaten actually Orban. No, they could have beaten Orban. But in Czech, they were successful in doing that. So yun nga yung sinasabi natin, and I won't be surprised in Brazil, no, another country very similar sa atin, magkakaroon ng united opposition, most likely behind Party Trabador of Lula against mga Bolsonarista, no. So baka yung Brazil din mawawalan na sila ng tatay dahil yun nga yung opposition ay nag-unite. So ako po ay tumitingin around Hungary, Czech, Brazil. You know what? I can even use India to a certain degree. At least in some of the elections, the opposition was able to unite and do a little bit better than expected against Modi and all of that. Kamusta naman ang Pilipinas? Absente yung isa, parate, tapos yung opposition, nag-aaway pa, sino ba talagang tunay na opposition, magpapa-GMRC pa daw yung iba. I mean, iba klase talaga. Ito ang problema po natin. We deserve better. Honestly. We deserve better. Sige, mag-aaway tayo. Sige, magsiraan tayo dito. Sige. But aminin natin. We deserve better. You know, say what you want to say. President Duterte, I have criticized him right and left for kapalpakan right and left. But In fairness, the guy had courage to show up in the debates. And even though sobrang controversial yung points na kahit ina-attack siya, go pa rin siya. Diba? So, ayan na naman tayo. It's a Monday, let's be good vibes, okay? Alright, good vibes tayo. Okay, balikan natin yung debate, balikan natin yung mga debate, By the way, itong mga pinag-usapan natin, Hungary, Czech, mga ganon, hindi tayo nagpapa-vlogger lang. Meron tayong mga academic publications dyan na lalabas soon. Of course, nakita niyo yung latest natin, yung sa Cambridge University Press na book chapter, contribution natin. We're gonna, God willing, do more of those kinds of analysis. And as people are familiar with my work and my line of analysis, I'm very much fond of comparative analysis. I always try to compare yung nangyayari dito sa iba't ibang bansa. And I can say I'm relatively literate in the politics of a number of developing countries. No, hindi lang sa Pilipinas. No, and we're just all over the place, and we just read books all the time, and we just go different places, and we just anyway, all right, okay. Kasi may mga nag-comment dyan, uy, nakita ko yung yung pinsan mo, yung pamangkin mo, ganyan. Yung vlogger, ibang klase, ito na naman tayo. Let me clarify. Hindi ako, quote-unquote, vlogger by first profession. Alright? Ano lang natin yan? Walang choice. Kailangan tayo mag-reach out dyan Siyempre, kung mga sinisulat natin, mga New York Times, Cambridge University Press, hindi naman yan for mass distribution, di ba? So, you have to reach out. Kaya nga tayo naging vlogger para pag-reach out. But hindi talaga tayo vlogger by profession. Kaya yun lang po. Paki-Google lang yan. Makikita niyo yung background natin. And at the end of the day, the true mark of a scholar is actually high-level publication and real publication, right? Okay. Good Machiavellian daw Alright. Okay. Wala, hindi na-tweet yung Shakespearean prose. Yan. GMRC. Yeah. Okay. Ito na. Hindi tayo mag-bait and switch dito. Balikan natin to, di ba? In fairness kay Paolo Duterte, he attended debates. Kaya nga hindi nag-endorse si Paolo Duterte dun sa isa in fairness kay Duterte, nag-attend siya sa mga debates and all, di ba? Siyempre, nagpatawag, pero at least, hindi di ba? Alam na this. Okay. Ito na. Ayun natutuwa yung mga, pro-tatay dyan. No, I'm fair. I give credit to the guy. I mean, he was brave enough to come and have debates. Di ba? Hindi naman siya nagreklamo. Ay, parehas lang naman tanong. Tanongin nila yung human rights record ko sa Davao. O parehas naman tanong, akusan tayo ng EJK. Hindi naman naggana si Duterte. Go pa rin siya. Boom, go. He earned that on his own. President Duterte earned his presidency on his own. He fought for it. Yung dyan ngayon, lang. Magaling daw yung tatay. Kaya tatay niya lang. Ayan talaga tayo. Ayan tayo Kaya nga tayo ganito ganito Yung opposition mo, nasan yung adults to unify? Yung administration mo, ayaw na sumali sa mga debates mga yan. Kasi walang time May time lang tayo for deep probe interview. Mga ganon, good Machiavellian, wax, philosophical, yan, mga ganon. Ganon na lang levels natin Kaya ako, I'm sorry, but yung opposition, kamusta naman kayo dyan? Kamusta naman tayo dyan? Eto na, ilan weeks na lang natira. Hindi pa, nagdi-debate pa rin sila sinong opposition, sinong hindi. Eto talaga tayo You would have expected after all these decades of democratic elections and all, you will see a higher level of leadership maturity and hindi lang GMRC ang kailangan, ibang level ang kailangan. Back to basics talaga. Okay. Sige, mamaya na tayo sa Hungary and Czech and all. Baka maano kayo dyan, malutang kayo. But this is what we do, if you only understand one country, you understand no country. It's only in comparison that you understand what's happening. And especially if you compare similarly situated countries. Hindi mga France or America. Hindi, yung mga katulad natin na may tatay rin. Di ba? Turkey, Erdogan. Russia, medyo next level na si Putin. Medyo Putin light lang naman itong mga tatay na to. Si Putin, next level na siya ngayon. Ay, nako. Ay. Okay, balikan natin yung debate. So, una-una, itong sasabihin ko, despite everything I've been saying about the opposition and everything like that, in fairness, maganda yung mga damit. In fairness kay Ilenia, fairness, not sure about the campaign strategy and all of that, and all of that radical love, and mga ganon. But, in fairness, magaling yung wardrobe. in fairness, power dress. In fairness. Okay, I'll give that to them, no? Medyo magaling magano. Medyo may statement talaga yung, yung fashion ni ma'am. Si Isko rin, swabe tingnan. Ayan, tingnan mo, pag si Isko nakabarong, looks good, right, man? Yorme, ganun dapat, Yorme. Look presidential. Hanap ng tao ngayon, medyo tatay level, hindi kuya level, di ba? Kaya okay naman mag-Adidas and Apple Watch and all, but medyo, you have to project a kind of a mature, presidential, ganon. This is just the reality. Hindi naman tayo Ukraine. Sa Ukraine, bumoto sila ng bata. Yung lawyer na naging clown na ngayon, naging Churchill of the 21st century, Zelensky. Hindi naman tayo ganun eh. Sana ganun tayo. Pero hanap ng tao, medyo tatay, nanay level. So, huwag tayo mag-kuya style lang. Medyo doon tayo. Ayan, nagbarong si Isko. Okay, looking good, man. Looking good. Iba naman, GMRC, naka-blue coat. Like, okay, wag na. Tapos, of course, si Calyodi. Yan, talagang, yeah! Talagang fit na fit si Calyodi, Looking good, sir! Yeah! And then, may mga anti-vaxxer pa dyan na, hindi na ako mag-comment dyan. Uy, kunyari pa siyang mabait bigla sa front. Huwag natin atakin kasi wala siya dito. Wala nga siya dito kasi nininbita. Gusto lang niya dun sa mga good Machiavellian, deep probe, mga ganon. Ay nako, sige gawa kayo ng excuse. Tingnan mo si Tatay Digong. Siya at least nag-attend sa mga debates. Di na natakot sa mga tanong. Palaban. At least. Hindi lang nanalo si Tatay Digong na sa'yo. Magaling tatay ko, ganyan. Ano yung meron sa kay Tatay Digong, tinapos siya, nag-aaral siya, nag-abogado siya, kahit pasang awag, ganyan. Hindi naman sila sobrang mayaman na family, ganyan. So, I mean, just saying, man. Just saying. Wala na, nagiging na tayo eh. Ano man yung mga parang, mga malapit na tayo maging daily show level, To be honest, I think yan na lang. At the rate where mag-daily show na lang talaga ako. Kasi, ang hirap, I can do very serious analysis. You could see it. I mean, I've been interviewed by Farid Zakaria, sila Christian Amanpour, nag-reach out to Becky Anderson. Sorry, ganun yung level natin, yung mga nag-interview sa atin, di ba? Pag naman, yung pinag-analyze mo ay ganyan level, I mean, mag-satire na lang tayo. Okay, balikan natin. Sige. Okay. Serious. Okay, serious tayo. Let's try to... Sige na nga. Let me exert some energy. Bakit ganon? Alam mo yung parang Ferrari ka, tapos nilagay ka sa Tapos di mo ma-upra yung kotse mo kasi... Minsan, alam mo, ilabas na... Alam mo yung Ferrari ka, yung go na ko ka na, tapos ganon na naman yung wala. Pang Fiat lang yata yung na ito. Woo! Kaya mas gusto ko mag-analyze ng Hungary at mga ganon eh. At least yung Ferrari ko, pwede mag-speed ng konti kahit 100 kilometers dito. Parang, ito na. Ready ka na? Sige na nga, Tesla na tayo. Go! Tapos bigyan, wow, walang electricity. Wala. I think you understand where I'm coming from. Hindi ko na i-verbalize yan. Mabait tayo. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna say about the debate is magandang mga forma nila, in fairness. Magandang wardrobe. Yan naman ang gusto na ibang tayo. Mga tinitingnan, mga wardrobe, maganda ba yung makeup, maganda ba yung hairstyle, ganyan naman mga Hollywood reporter style lang, di ba? Sige, patulan na natin. Yan na una akong sabihin. Pangalawa. Woo! Sige, kaya ko yan. Ferrari gear, anong gear tayo ngayon?